Good evening, everyone. It is November 2nd. We are doing Read With Me session, weeknights at 7 p.m. live on TikTok, repurposed over here on YouTube. We are reading from Someone Exactly Like Me, which is available on Amazon in ebook and paperback and free to read on Kindle Unlimited. So welcome. My name is Debbie Cromack. I am a romance author. I write books that are very realistic. My characters and their love stories are very realistic. I write a lot of heart, a hint of steam. I have been called the master of the slow burn, which I kind of like that. I'll take that. Yes, I like to develop my characters and before they get to their intimate scenes. So let's get started. Last night, I think we finished chapter 4. No, we finished chapter 3 last night. We are starting chapter 4, and we are starting in Nico's point of view. Again, my caveat, I am not a great out loud reader. I stumble a little bit, I go too slow, I go too fast, but we're in it together, so let's go. All right, chapter 4, Nico's point of view. I walk out to the terrace attached to our suite to have a cigarette and take in the view of the city. Getting the lighter out of my pants pocket, I flip it over in my hand a couple of times, losing myself in the worn design as I rub my thumb across it, the way I've done thousands of times before. It's the only piece of my dad I have left. I think he would be proud of me, of what I've accomplished and made of myself. But there's so much more I want to do. Mindlessly taking a cigarette out of the pack, I clasp it between my lips. Swallowing the lump that's choking my throat, I flick open my lighter and watch the flame dance. Touching the dancing flame to the end of the cigarette, I watch it ignite. Sucking in deeply, I let the first drag fill my lungs with a toxic, beautiful gray death that took my dad from me. Another inhale flows from my core out to my arms and legs, relaxing me as I stare out into the twinkling lights of the city. Los Angeles, LA, Hollywood, the American dream. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to work my effing ass off and make the right connections and to build my American dream right here in Hollywood. Visions of my dream life fill my head. A lavish home, luxury cars, parties with celebrities, the high life. A twinge of emptiness hollows a hole in my heart, knowing I'll experience all of this alone. Another drag to fill the hole and blur the thought with a haze of smoke. Loneliness is the cross I bear. Sorry. Bad allergies too. I had a sneeze coming. Loneliness is the cross I bear, one I've become accustomed to carrying. Though destiny may be right and the world sees me as a playboy, it's the only way I know how to fill my needs, given the impossibility of ever having love. After Anna, I understood my only value to women, and I've kept my relationships with them purely sexual. I get my needs met, they get their needs met, nothing more. I know how to screw. I think we can say that on here. And I'm really good at it. Sure, it's empty and meaningless, but it serves its purpose. I'm used to women readily spreading their legs for me. Something tells me destiny is not the kind of woman I'm used to. This woman non-verbally commands respect. I have a feeling when I earn my way between destiny's legs, it's going to be very different and hot as F. She's a feisty little thing. Though I know my truth, and it's what I've come to accept, something about her view of me disturbs me deep inside. In a place I burned and exiled 4 years ago. Destiny, she amuses me, she intrigues me, and now she's challenged me. Though part of me wants to convince her I'm more than what she perceives, I'm not sure I'm capable of following through. Proving that I'm not just a playboy would mean exposing parts of me I no longer want the world to see. Not now, not ever. I suck in the last glorious drag and tap out my cigarette in the black marble ashtray sitting on the glass-topped table. She'll be done by now. Stepping back into the suite, I don't see her. Candy is dancing with the group and I go over to her. Did Destiny leave? I ask, raising my voice over the music, hoping she hasn't left. I'll be pissed if she left alone in her condition. She shakes her head. No, she had to go pee and Gigi was in the one up here, so she went into the public one. She points through the opening toward the restroom on the lower level. As Candy continues dancing, I step away from the group and watch for Destiny. Now we switch to Destiny's point of view. After standing in line for about 10 minutes, I'm finally hiding in solitude in a stall, regretting that I didn't stay in the suite and wait for Giovanna to finish, but also relieved to be away from the group and Nico. With my feet sticking to the floor, I try to wrap my head around what transpired during the last hour. Dozens of women ready to be in his company and in his pants at the snap of his fingers. Why in the world is Nico wasting his time talking to me? In my fuzzy head, no logical answer comes to mind. As I squat above the toilet, staring down at sassy white shoes that don't belong to me, the white veins and the black marble beneath my feet begin swirling together. Yep, I'm tipsy. It's time for me to go home. Before exiting the stall, I take a deep breath and blow it out. This is 30. Happy birthday. On my way back to the suite, the same man from earlier steps out in front of me and his friends close in behind me. Where are you going so fast? He slurs. Adrenaline shoots through me. Oh, I'm here with my friends. Stay calm. I attempt to walk past him, but he steps in front of me again. How's about you get your friends and bring them over here and we'll all get to know each other? He asks sloppily as he sways. Thanks, but we're actually leaving, I say, trying to conceal my trembling. He tugs at his already loosened necktie. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. He steps toward me and I step back. Shit, why did I drink so much? Oh, we'll just keep going. Trying to insert other words for curse words. Sorry about that. With my next shaky breath, Nico steps between the two men and stands directly in front of me, turning his back to me and facing the drunk man. Is there a problem here? No, man, no problem. We're just talking to her. She's with me. He reaches an arm behind himself, holding me against his back. Safety replaces my fear. Oh, yeah, he hurls. I can't see what's happening, but it sounds like the situation is escalating. Yeah. Nico stands firm and doesn't move, continuing to keep his hand holding me against him. Well, maybe she doesn't want to be. Nico nods his head, and within seconds, two bouncers are standing behind the men behind us. Are we going to have a problem tonight, guys? One of the bouncers asks. Nope, the drunk man answers. The men separate, making space for me and Nico to walk away. No problem. I didn't think so, the bouncer says. Nico reaches around, takes my hand in his, and ushers me in front of him as we walk between the men. My heart lurches and pounds in my chest. While I know his words were dictated by the situation and didn't mean anything, the way he claimed me as his was kind of flattering. I've never felt so protected by a man. Yeah, Henry would not have done well in that situation. Nico leads us through the crowd of dancing bodies. It takes me 2 steps to keep up with his long-legged strides. He marches us down the hallway and presses the elevator button. Now that we're alone, he releases my hand and paces while we wait. When the elevator door opens, he nudges me in with his hand on the small of my back. The doors close behind us, and he puts his large hands on my waist, turning me to face him. Towering above me, he places his hands against the wall on either side of me. His arms stiff, he hangs his head above me. Why did you put yourself in danger like that? With nostrils flaring, his anger startles me. Do you not see how sexy you are? Men like that will eat you alive and take advantage of you. You should have stayed in the suite. He withdraws his hands, turns away from me, and then turns back to me. Curling his hand under my chin, he gently strokes my cheek with his thumb. Concern replaces the anger in his eyes. They could have easily hurt you. Though I'm startled, his protectiveness is comforting, and my nerves temper. And sexy? Maybe he had more of his drinks than I saw. Maybe I'm so tipsy I didn't hear him correctly. There's no way this man looks at me and thinks sexy. Now we go back to Nico's point of view. I look down into her soft blue eyes. With her blonde hair and alabaster skin, her beauty is undeniable. While I'm sure she can stand up for herself, I didn't like watching her so helpless, surrounded by those a-holes. I'm glad I got to her in time before something happened. I'm not typically an angry person, but when she was in danger, my blood vibrated. Thank you for coming to get me. Her gentle voice is soft like music in my ears, and I'm frozen by a longing I haven't felt, I've denied for years. One brief glance at her lips. After Anna, I refuse to let myself kiss a woman. Unless I'm getting paid to play a role that requires it, I don't kiss women on the lips. Sex is sex. That's all it's become for me, and I don't need to entangle it with emotions or the intimacy of a kiss. Right now, looking down into Destiny's eyes, it's all I can do to keep myself from leaning in and capturing her lips. I think we'll stop there for tonight. That's a good one. That's a good place to stop. All right. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know if you are, especially over on YouTube. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this. Again, we are here. I do live on TikTok, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I take it, I'm recording on Zoom and I put it over on YouTube, so you can always watch it there. So if you're on YouTube, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. And I will see everybody 7 p.m. tomorrow night.